I would do the links to the past learning, so what they might already know about those words. What does it mean, strategies incorporated?
So like you're using specific strategies like within.
I'd say so. Scaffolding, model.
Definitely, yeah.
Do the first few with them. Guided practice if I'm giving them the passages ahead of time. Independent practice.
After, well, especially with 80-minute blocks, I feel like we have to do.
Yeah, both. Comprehensible input, probably the class after.
Yeah. How about the integration of the processes? So like which ones are they specifically doing?
Reading, writing, and if they're reading together.
Yeah, they're speaking and listening. So it hits all of them. Hello, we're doing my master thing. I thought you were done. No, I didn't do it. I'm following up. It's recording. Sorry.
For that application, I think it's hands-on, meaningful, linked to objectives, and promotes engagement, but I might be biased here.
We hope it promotes engagement.
Group options, I think partner and independent. Unless they're presenting their word web, then it would be small group.
Yeah, because then you're getting that ELL piece in there too because what you could even do is have your beginner group present in groups and then have your advanced group present to the whole class. And then like flip-flop it and like let your beginner kids know like next class I'm going to ask you to present to the whole class so that it's fair.
Yeah.
And then they've already had that chance to practice and rehearse it.
I like that. And then assessment, individual, and written.
Perfect. So what I want you to do now is just like kind of go through this is like how you're presenting the content objective. So you would literally give these to your students and present like, this is what we're doing today and this is how we're going to do it. And so like, how would you like, just like take a couple minutes. I did give you an example. So if you want, you can like read through the example and then write your own. Okay, we switched.
I think maybe start with, I don't know.
So it's like how would you explain these to your kids?
So the theme within a text.
Yeah, like how would you say like today I want you to be able to identify because to say that to them it's like so academic that they like will have no idea. Your
maybe
advanced kids will, but
have them start with a personal story. Say, think of a time where you learned a lesson. What happened? What was the lesson learned? And then how can you take that lesson and apply it in a way where it connects to everyone? Everyone can learn from your experience.
So you're like trying to get away from gender stereotypes then?
Yeah. Oh, well, no. Then tailor it to think of an experience you had with gender.
Just
stereotype.
your gender.
Yeah. So this would be after I give them the vocab then, right?
Well, that's what you have to decide. So like you could do, so if you wanted to give them the vocab prior, then your language objectives would be just the sharing out, not so much the identifying the vocabulary and being able, like maybe you give them the vocabulary this class, and then the following class you give them like the chance to present.
Okay. So then,
my lovely lights.
Same thing, but just tailored to gender
We're all-
stereotypes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd probably still have them start with a personal anecdote, but with a gender-related experience specifically.
Okay.
And then
so
have
if
them-
you want to just like bullet point that, so that way when you go to write this lesson plan, you have that noted. Okay. So then, like, how would you activate and build background knowledge? So I kind of gave you an example of, like, based off of what I was writing my lesson plan on, like, how I would activate and build background knowledge. So you could use those stories to build background knowledge, but, like, how would you reinforce the gender stereotypes within that? Like, would that be a whole group discussion?
Probably have them start small once again, so they feel comfortable, and then give them the option to share out with the whole class.
Good.
So have them share with a partner and then their whole table, and then if they want, with the whole class after.
Oh, like their
a think or
story.
share, yeah.
Yeah.
And then if they feel comfortable saying it to all of us, then that'd be great. Or have them write it and have someone else, like where they swap and they read each other's to the whole class.
Well, and that works on that writing component too.
Mhm.
How about like for vocabulary, like how would you build the background with that vocabulary?
Sorry. I'd use the word webs that we talked about, where they use their background knowledge on the context to fill in the web, what they think it could mean, and then have them actually use a dictionary to find the real definition, and then share it with their table or present it to the whole class.
Perfect. So then I'm just gonna have you like write down a few ideas of like how you would incorporate key vocabulary into the lesson plan, and then also like how would you review or assess with them.
Okay, here or here?
On here.